everyone, Dustin with Iwouldcampthat. Winter has come in northern Alberta and we are getting geared up to do some winter camping. Now, I know you just got a glimpse of the rig, which usually has a lot of gear in it, like a bed and storage and our slider panels and everything. The truck rig is empty right now because we went ahead and got an upgrade done. We got ourselves a Bedrug. So the bottom half of the rig, the truck box going all the way out to the tailgate, is now covered in this lovely material. It's called a Bedrug. It's not actually a rug or carpet. It's higher quality material. This thing is designed to take a lot of abuse. It's designed if you're shoveling dirt or gravel. In the video that I watched when I was debating whether to actually take the plunge and get it, they were spilling things like battery acid and oil and stuff like that on it just to show how easily it cleans. I mean, we're not planning on using it for any of that. We're going to be setting the bed back in as usual. And my hope with this is that it'll help with dirt and dust. I hope it'll help with the bugs a little bit in the summertime. With it being winter, as you can see behind me, I'm hoping it will help with keeping heat in, some added insulation, so that I freeze my butt off a little less this winter season. Now, as you can see, I've got some free weights here. The only issue I've noticed, haven't had a chance to actually use this yet. So in the back, you can't see it underneath, but there's adhesive strips that are keeping this stuck down. Back here, unfortunately, there's really nothing for adhesive. So this thing is kind of bubbling a little bit. I've had these weights sitting on top of it for the last couple of weeks. Just to try and deal with that bubble. And it looks like it has helped quite a bit. But I think ultimately getting the bed and getting some constant weight in here will do the trick on that. I'm definitely excited for the tailgate piece too, because this will be a lot easier on my knees. And one thing I love too that I was a little worried about was with my little locks for my tailgate. When I told them about that when they were installing it, I got Cap-it in Grande Prairie, Alberta to install this. So shout out to them for doing such a good job. They were actually able to, because I was concerned how they were going to install that with these in the way, they actually removed these for me, laid the carpet in, and then just put them right back on top of the carpet. And I have tested them, and they still line up with the holes and everything. So we are good to go on that front. So really excited about this upgrade. I do have some concerns that I'm hoping won't be as bad as I think they might be. One concern I have is if you've checked out our rig before, you know that we have sliding panels underneath our bed. I'm concerned about how they're going to slide with this being carpet style material. But let's go ahead and load the bed back up, get everything back in, and we'll do a little stress test. Well, we've got the bed back in. Obviously nothing on it yet. Pretty rare to see it looking bare bones like that. And we've got our sliders. So now for the stress test to see how these slide. Of course, this is without weight. Oh, that's not bad. So the only problem I'm finding on this side, not a huge problem, is if you look at this slider on the passenger side, it's kind of catching right here. That could be an issue once we have some weight on there. Okay, so we're going to try the driver's side slider, which is our bigger slider, with some weight on it and see how that goes. Got a few things on here. Yeah, looks like it's... looks like that one's good. Now the problem one on the passenger one. So we've got a couple of things that we had over on here, an inverter, a really old camp stove, and we've also got some of those dumbbell weights as well too. Okay, well, if that catching is the worst problem we're dealing with, I'm pretty satisfied with that. I was concerned that these wouldn't slide well at all, and that we maybe have to sand the bottoms of them, but I don't think that'll be necessary. So I think these slider panels are good. I think we've mentioned in a prior video, we used to have different legs. We had kind of like a peg leg system before, and then we scrapped that for the 2x10 legs. So this slider, you'll notice, if you look at this one over here, It's more or less a perfect fit with maybe a couple of inches clearance either side. Whereas over here, there's a lot of room because this slider was made for where our legs used to be. Our legs weren't perfectly centered. So eventually we'll probably end up remaking this slider, but just so we're making good use of all this space here. But for now, until we figure out kind of a more permanent solution for this, we're just gonna have to make sure that when we pull it out, we lift on it and pull it out proper, just so we're not doing any damage. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I was really excited to share this with you. Really awesome to have this bed rug installed. Nothing popped up or came loose putting the bed back in or the sliders or anything. So I think this is going to be a good addition to our rig, especially for the winter camping. As you can see, I've still got to get the bed together and the mattress and everything, and all the gear. But once that's back together, we'll get out for some winter camping. If you have a bed rug or something similar to a bed rug, or maybe you installed your own carpet, went the cheaper route than what I did, I just wanted something done by a professional and done right. But if you have a bed rug or anything like that, let me know what your experiences have been. I want to hear the positive, the negative, the weird. Like I said before, if that one issue with that little slider is the worst thing we're having so far, I call it a successful stress test. Anyways, we will see you all next time. We'll get out for some camping here and some other truck camp adventures here really soon. Stay classy, everyone. See you next time.